Have you ever wondered what it's like to actually find a winning product that you can drop ship on Shopify? Well, got good news for you. That's what we're gonna go through in this video live right now. Hey, what's going on everyone? Hayden here, coming back at you with a brand new video. And in this one, we're gonna go through some product research on one specific end of the research. Now, this is a process that could probably take you 30 to 60 minutes. So whenever you decide to sit down to do some product research, just expect you're gonna be there for about an hour. We're gonna go through a small piece of that. One of the pieces that's kind of the most important filters as you're determining, hey, am I gonna use this product? Am I gonna drop ship this or not? Because it's a big decision, right? You might be investing $500 into it or throwing $1,000 into the ads on your store, potentially way more. And if you don't do that on the right product, well, it might not ultimately bring you a return, which is, trust me, it's never fun. So before we get into this, if you guys have about 2 minutes, I want you to go ahead and check out the mission video that is on the page linked in the description down below. I'll leave it as one of the top links in the description. We have officially launched 2 days ago the 30-day e-commerce academy, which is essentially a 4-week program taking you day by day and week by week through exactly what I do with e-commerce. Now, it's a little bit more like a video like this, where I'm doing it in front of you. There's over 70 videos inside of there, anywhere from 10 minutes to 6 hours. In one of the 6-hour videos, I'm scaling a $3.5 million a year store in front of you. So I know a lot of people show $1,000 a day on Shopify, $2,000, and that's revenue, by the way. You know, that's kind of cool, but how do you go from $1,000 a day to 10 to 20, 20 to 50? That's what I show you inside of there. I mean, first we start you from the very beginning. So if you have no experience, this will definitely help you out. It's one of the best places, in my opinion, to learn e-commerce in 2019 without a doubt. The reason I want you to watch the mission video, I mean, even if you're not gonna consider the program, which is totally okay, I want you to watch that because it explains something that I've never been able to properly convey on the channel, which is my whole story behind school, you know, why we actually have any sort of training and teaching business. You know, to sum it up in 10 seconds, it's because the school system failed me. I was, you know, destined to flip burgers. I had a teacher who told me that straight to my face. And, you know, I, over the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years, however long it takes and however much money it costs, at all costs, I want to change the way that the education system is structured, starting with colleges, then moving backwards, high school, middle school, elementary. I don't agree with how it's structured, and my goal right now, you know, besides just teaching people how to make a whole bunch of money with e-commerce, which is a lot of fun, that's how I'm able to fund my lifestyle, as well as like fund the teaching business. You know, for an example, $1,000 camera, got $800 in foam on the wall to make sure it sounds good, which honestly it's not even working that well. But you know, like investing into that so that I can properly learn, because this has been a learning experience for myself. How do I teach people better? That's why I greatly appreciate it when you guys are leaving feedback, you know, via a like or maybe a comment down below, by the way, like the video. But you know, I love that, and that's why I go through every single comment to the best of my ability so I can understand, hey, how can I help people better? How can I do this maybe in a little bit of a different way so that more people could understand it? So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Check out that link. Again, the 30-day academy, we have a little discount going on for the launch right now. If you're trying to learn anything relating to e-commerce, doesn't just have to be drop shipping, doesn't even necessarily have to be e-commerce. The Facebook ad strategies will work for just about anything, but definitely focused around e-commerce. Then I highly recommend you just take a few minutes to check that out, considering the price is gonna go up by 60%, well, it's 60% off, so it's gonna go up by about 200%. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna jump inside of my computer. The step that I wanna show you inside of here is, again, like I said, one of the filtration steps. And this is a really key component because once you've, and I'll explain kind of how I do my research start to finish, but once you've identified a product that you think might be a winner, maybe it's this little cube thing that is like a fidget type deal, whatever, you know, if you think it's a winner and you wanna look into it further and, you know, make sure, this is how you do it, and this is also how you find the best supplier for it. So just know, and I want to be fully transparent as a disclaimer, I don't really use AliExpress anymore. That's because I've built relationships on AliExpress, which I then took off of there, so that then I'm talking to the supplier through WhatsApp. They're giving me a little better pricing. You know, it's a little bit scary. You're sending them money directly, hoping they fulfill. There's no safety net. But you know, from there, built relationships, got my prices driven down, got much faster shipping, ended up flying to China so that I could work on custom packaging and building those relationships further. And that's how I've been able to meet all these people. So by the way, inside of the academy, I literally give you the phone number and email for 2 of my main suppliers. So those connections are super, super vital. So inside of here, if you guys check this out right now, we're inside of AliExpress, very common platform. You can still make a whole bunch of money drop shipping off here, and it's actually pretty easy for you to get a lower price. All you have to do is ask, okay? If you don't ask, you're never gonna receive. So let's just pull up some random products here to start with. I want to show you one right now, one that's done well for me in the past. I want to just show you, I've had a couple different stores with this tennis chain, tennis bracelets. It's this jewelry, okay? And you see this, they got newer stuff like bubble letters, all the stuff that's iced out. A lot of the things that work well for this are like World Star Hip Hop, both as a Facebook interest or as an Instagram shout out. Any of like the rapper pages, you could maybe have some sort of rapper do a shout out who's up and coming, pay him a few $100s. Any sort of audience like that are typically the people who are gonna buy this. So let's say that you see an ad from Shop GLD. Right? That's a very big store. You might have seen it, you might have heard about it or not, but they make millions and millions of dollars selling stuff like this. Both the fake knockoffs, which they're not trying to say they're real, but just like 24 karat gold plated, right? Stuff like that where they're 10, 20 bucks. They also have real chains up to $80,000. So a company like that, if you might have come across an ad for a free plus shipping tennis bracelet or tennis chain like this, well, you can now look into it further, because the biggest thing that I'm looking at in my product research is how many pieces of engagement, primarily comments, does this ad have. So if I see something that shows a video of this chain being worn by someone in front of a Ferrari and they're kind of, on the beach in Miami doing their thing, like, they're highlighting the chain, and it has 1.3 million views with 30,000 comments, I immediately know that they're making money. There's no way they're not making money, okay? Unless it's a big company like Coca-Cola or Rolex, where they don't necessarily need to make money off their ads. It's just about awareness. It's not realistic for a regular e-commerce business. So if they're dumping money into it to get it that big, you know that it's working, right? It's moving towards accomplishing their goal. So one of the filtration things that I like to look at here is when I'm digging through these, look at how many different suppliers there are for this. These are basically all the same. When you click on them, usually most of them have different colors and whatnot. There's so many different variations of this. So how do you pick which one is the best? The first thing that I like to look at is I'll filter by orders. Now, a product that has a lot of orders on it on AliExpress, it lets you know 2 different things, okay? It lets you know that, first of all, that product's been sold a lot, so someone has made money with it for sure. It also lets you know that that supplier is trustworthy. There's no way a supplier is gonna get 5,900 orders and have a 4.7 star rating without fulfilling their orders, without having a decent quality product. So it's ensuring that for you. Now take notice of the price here, $7 to 11. You could go way down here, okay, and you could just jump over to a far page where it's still a similar product. Look at the price, right? $3.50 to $9. I think this one is smaller, but regardless, you get the point. If you scroll back on it, you see ones with less orders, sometimes less of a rating, not quite as good, but the price is cheaper. So now it's like, what are you going for? Do you want to make sure you're getting a good product? So personally, I don't jump and just do the very first one that I see on the top. So let's go back here. Actually, if we can go to number 1, we got to kind of click through. I'm not necessarily just going to pick that first one, but I am comparing a few different things. Their overall orders, which can be found right here, okay? 6,000, 4,500, 4,000. Again, these are different products here, but these are the same. Look at this. This is actually the same exact photo, just a different logo, okay? So it's the same product, but which one has more orders? This one has a much better rating, okay? They both have free shipping, but this one is cheaper, okay, and it has more orders. So I would go with this one, right? And that's typically why it got more orders in the first place. So I kind of compare and contrast a few of these. I'm willing to switch up the style, like these look a little different than this. Again, this one says UN, it's the same as this. You can kind of compare and contrast their pricing. This one's even more expensive, or it potentially gets more expensive. So I like to look at that. I like to compare a bunch of the different listings. Then I'll click on them. One of the things I like to do, if I'm selling a product like this, which I've sold before, I have to have multiple color options. Okay, and you're gonna wanna find a supplier that offers that, okay? So you can go ahead and click through these, seeing what different ones they have, because from my perspective, as an e-commerce entrepreneur who likes to build stores and transition them into brands, I'm thinking about the longevity of my customer. How can I increase my average cart value, right? How can I turn what would be a $20 sale into an average of a $35 sale, a $50 sale? How can I basically double my store on the back end? Well, it's through upsells, it's through different types of offers. So let's say you know that this chain is a winner, right? This gold one right here. Well, what if you were to say, hey, you could buy this. Yeah, you could buy it right now for 20 bucks from us. But how about for an extra 13, you get this one included, or you can have another one of these. There's so many variations. You could have a 3-pack, right? You can do the rose gold, the silver, and the gold for, maybe 45 bucks instead of 25 for just one. You obviously have to make sure your margin's in there. Typically, I'll be paying like $4 for these chains. I mean, this is a little bit high. Typically, you could just go down here and you could contact the supplier and say, hey, I've done a lot of volume. You can kind of do a little white lie there. Just say you've done a lot of volume, or you're experienced, you know what you're doing, and you're trying to get a lower price because you want to blow this product up, but you can't because your margin's not built in there. I guarantee you that this supplier is not paying more than like $1 or $2 for this. So they have the margin. Obviously, they have to make profit as well. It's a business, but there's always wiggle room there, okay? So that's the cool thing. So that's one massive thing I look for. Now, you see, I actually got it right. It was 4.7 stars. So you can kind of look through their ratings. I don't necessarily just look at the percent. I want to see how many ratings there are. 23 for 6,000 orders is a little bit low. Now, keep in mind, out of this 6,000 orders, there was not 6,000 people ordering this. For example, let's say I drop shipped this product and I sold 800 of them. It's one person, just me, who accounted for 800 of these orders. So keep that in mind. And, obviously this is a big platform for drop shippers, so it's never going to be equivalent. But look at this one. This one has 2,500, but it has 366 at a 4.9. So I want to look a little deeper and see exactly what is going on inside of here, okay? I want to go through and I want to read these reviews and see, is it good shipping? Why are people giving this a high rating? There's literally like nobody who gives it a bad rating. So that's great. Okay, it's decent. It came in 9 days. That's very quick. Okay, love it. Although the clasp is fragile. I like it. Nice weight. Clasp is a little hard, so we got 2 people so far talking about that. Does not feel cheap in the hand. Has good weight. Okay, comes with extra diamonds in the package. Packaged well. That's good, because if you're drop shipping where the product's not going to you, it's not going through you or through a business associate of yours where you control anything, you want to make sure the packaging is good. Can't tell you how many emails I've seen from my customers on different stores over the years where it's like, what is this crap? A package came and it had Chinese writing inside and out, and there was a receipt in there for $1.37, but I paid $24. It's kind of funny, but you got to be careful of that, because you're not going to get a repeat customer, and it's not good. Okay, got it from my boyfriend, he loves it, got here a nice amount of time, that's good. This is showing that it's showing up quick, this is showing that people like it, pretty chain, reasonable price, boom. So this one might actually be a better option, and it might potentially be worth paying slightly more money, okay? You can test it out. Personally, I would probably go with this top one, just because of social proof, it's gotten more orders. Okay, I would probably go with this, and if there's bad experiences being emailed to me, if there's complaints, if there's refund requests, if there's chargebacks, then I will consider at that point switching suppliers, okay? So it is kind of a pain in the butt to switch your supplier. Usually when I do that from a drop shipping perspective, I'll be drop shipping this off AliExpress, and then I'll jump to this one, but I'll message this guy directly and I'll say, look, I have 400 unfulfilled orders. Let's start doing a deal where, every 4 or 5 days we fulfill orders. I'll send you the order export and I'll send you the money for that. So you can start forming a connection based on that, and you don't have to like relist your product on your store and manually fulfill the unfulfilled orders from the other one. It'd be a pain in the butt trying to switch the actual supplier integration through AliExpress. So that's one very key component in there. So I can very easily see, like let's say we go to health and beauty, okay, you can even try like cosmetics, whatever. I want to just kind of skim through a couple of these, okay? Look at this, these quartz rollers. I've seen these before actually on Instagram stories. So look at this, there's a lot of different ones of these. They're starting to get orders. Every single one pretty much has really, really high reviews. That's great. Now the thing I like to see, okay, I like to see a cheap product, okay? This looks like it's not necessarily a cheap product. Now, how do you figure out how much it normally sells for? I have no experience in this space. So I'm gonna go look at one brand, and I'm also gonna look at Amazon to cross-reference the price. I wanna see how much can I get away with selling this for, because this is an amazing price. $2 with free shipping. Well, if you can even sell it for 10 or 15 or 20, that's an amazing deal, Okay, so let me pull that up real quick and I will show you. So you see right here, we've got Amazon pulled up. I put in face quartz roller. We also Googled it. I'll show you that in a moment. Look, Amazon's selling them. They're not going for under 16, 17 bucks. 12 bucks there, okay, this one, 177. But the ones with, a lot of ratings still are great. I mean, look at this, you're gonna get a very good margin on that. From what I see these selling for, I would go sell it for like $17.99, like right in the middle of the pack. Now, keep in mind, this is a great sign because this is on Amazon, okay? And Amazon's usually gonna be the tough one to beat. Now you can see that you can easily beat their price. Let's look at the brands, all right? So I go to Google, I see Ulta Beauty right here, 20 bucks. That's probably a front end offer for them where they try and get you in the door, 20 bucks, and you'll probably start buying other things as well. It gets new customers in, maybe in 3 months you buy something else from them. It makes sense, but they're also making profit on that. And I know Ulta Beauty is huge because I've targeted them endlessly on Facebook. They're a big brand. Nordstrom, it's 28. Go over here, Amazon again, $12.98, 60 bucks, 45 bucks. You can, take a look kind of at the pricing. Let's go to shopping here. You can easily see 40 bucks. I think if you were to film a really cool video ad for this, get a custom piece of content made, you could really position it in a way where it looks very, very expensive. Even on Alibaba, 6 bucks, 6 bucks. So you're definitely getting a good deal on this. Let's see if they have other colors though, okay? This will be a key component, okay? Because I don't want just green, I want to give people the option. Now, in my opinion, the pink one looks a little bit more expensive like quartz. But let's go search it by orders here. This one, 4 bucks, free shipping. Again, you can always negotiate the price down once you have a lot of orders, but that's a major thing. Look, we just found a winning product right there. Okay, this is a great, great price. And here's the cool thing. I don't consider this a $100,000 store with this product. Could you make that amount of money with it? Sure, I'm sure people make a lot with this product. Okay, big brands and whatnot. The thing that I'm thinking in my head, just by seeing this product, in my opinion, is something that would be bundled with something else, or it would be an upsell, or it would be a downsell, or something else off of this would be the upsell or downsell. Meaning, I'm not just gonna sell them this. I'll sell them a face mask, or I'll sell them, one of the pore vacuum sucker things, or some sort of face, whatever. It's like I'd build a beauty and a cosmetic store around this, and I would get them to buy more than just this product, okay? Because you could go ahead, you could run this on Facebook, get $5, $7, $10, $15 cost per purchases. And if you can get in a cart value of 30 bucks or higher every single time, well, you can make a lot of money. So there's your margin right there, 30, 40%. So that's huge. I would definitely, honestly, if you guys have a store in this niche, go ahead and test this one out. That's a banger right there that we just found. Perfect, even better, live on camera. And as you can see, that's what helps us identify which products are working better, which ones have faster shipping, which get better reviews, even by just 30 seconds digging through the reviews from the customers on here, I can tell it's a properly weighted chain, which is big when it comes to chains. Comes in a decent looking package, right? Fast shipping. All those different things are really good indicators, especially if you're drop shipping. Now, whether you're drop shipping this or not, like this product, if I wanted to do this, I would not be doing it off AliExpress. I would send one of these listings from AliExpress over here. I would go send this to my supplier and say, hey, can you get it for me for cheaper than 2 bucks and get me a bunch of different colors? I can almost guarantee you they'd say yes. So I can get that, and now I can go run it, right? I can do that. So it's something where you already have margin built in. So that's where, kind of the product research comes into place. Again, the front end place that I typically find products is by seeing an ad on social media with a lot of engagement. However, you just watched me find this product live. I just searched health and beauty and boom, there you go. This is a brand new product. I didn't see this 6 months ago. This is new. So take advantage of that. Just start searching different niches, different keywords. Just see what you come up with. Do a little bit of digging. Like I said, sit down for 30 to 60 minutes. It might take you a little bit of time. Go through it all, and I promise it's going to serve you well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like down below and let me know what different tactics you found the most valuable in this video in the comment section down below. I love making videos like this where it's, my little nerd self going through what I enjoy doing, just some product research for e-com. Definitely a crucial step in the whole process of building a successful e-commerce business. Again, if you guys want more in-depth guidance, if you want to see me do this live for 1 month straight on multiple different stores, breaking down stores, running them live, building new ones, finding products, testing them, showing you that entire process, then take 2 minutes of your time today. Check out the link down below, because that's something that's not been available. I've never mentioned it here, but it's actually going away here in just a few days. So check it out real quick. I'm sure it'll help you out in absolutely astonishing amount, okay? Whether you've been struggling, whether you've been just observing and waiting to get inside of the industry, or whether you already have something running that you're looking to scale, okay? That's what the Academy's for. I'm very excited to hear more feedback from people going through that content and taking part in the private community we have behind it. I'm in there basically every single day, as well as our dedicated coach helping you out with any questions or problems you have. All right, so again, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It is 100% free to do that. And with that being said, I appreciate it if you stuck this far in the video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.
I'm in the hood and the lady saying 50 you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. Holla in New York for show, they tell you I'm local. The plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind.